People like to say, oh, if you talk to yourself, you crazy. And if you answer back, you even crazier. Well, put my picture beside the definition of crazier. Because one thing about it and two things for sure and for certain, I was really afraid of disobeying God. I'm a mom of 4 with some on the spectrum of autism. And so our home experience is a little different than how I grew up or anybody that I know, honestly. Not knowing if I was really the right person to do the things that had came to my mind. What's going on? It's your host, Alicia Nikki Lee, and it's about time that we have a little chit chat. I have been waiting on you for the past 5 years, girl, so let's talk. I used to pray for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, with hopes that everything, every thought, every vision and idea that came to me, that it all would come together to make sense. And what I had to learn was the bits and pieces that I was receiving was meant for me to pray for clarity on those things, perfect, and doing things a perfect way or how I deemed them to be. That only came from my mind. That only came from pressure from the internet. But true trust in God means that I had to be okay with pivots. And just because I saw things one way, I gotta be open. I gotta be open to change. I have to be accepting of evolving as a person, as a human being, because I am that first. Yes, I'm a mom. Yes, I'm a wife. I'm somebody's sister, daughter, cousin, auntie. Okay. I was afraid of taking a step because what if I took a step to the right and I was really supposed to keep straight? Come on now. I was so scared of doing the wrong thing. Because one thing about it and two things for sure and for certain, I was really afraid of disobeying God. Not knowing if I was really the right person to do the things that had came to my mind. Good things, okay? Get your mind out the gutter or anything else, okay? I kept feeling like, can't be me. Yeah, all this sound good and all, but can't be me. Like, what do I know? There's other people out here that's more qualified, that got more degrees, that went to an actual 4-year traditional college, that got this, that, and that, and all of the above under their belts. Who is I? Who am I? And I just knew that disobeying God was a mistake that I could not afford to make. Not as a mom. There was no room for that. And those are the things that I would tell myself. So if you're ready to have a conversation on why you need to stop being such a scary cat, girl, because I have been there before. And I've prayed for you too long for you to continue to put yourself in a space where you think it's okay for everybody else to evolve around you except yourself. Or maybe that you want to, you feel like there's a better version of yourself inside or in the future, and you trying to grab hold of her. Keep on watching. And if you feel me on any of this, you can relate. I want you to go ahead and drop a pink heart in the comments and tell me, I got this. I'm going to start today. I am enough. I need you to say something that lets me know that you're going to get up and do the work. Not for nobody else. I know you may love your household members. Maybe they get on your nerves. Girl, that ain't nothing new. But you live with you every single day. You know the thoughts that go on in your head, whether you share it with anybody else or if you keep it inside. But nobody's going to take care of you the way that you need to take care of yourself. Because first off, how can anybody know how to love you, how to nurture you? How can anybody else know how to care for you if you don't know how to do that for yourself? It's time to be good to ourselves again, continuously, every day, even on your worst days, even when you only able to give 1%. Hit the like button because it's free, girl. But it ain't costing you nothing. Subscribe for more conversations around motherhood, bosshood, faithhood. Welcome to the Bossy Nest. It's about time. It is about time. Redefining your identity after becoming a mom, getting some responsibility. I'm sure you know by now that it's always something. Girl, somebody always needs you. Somebody always wants something, whether that's in your household or outside of it. I'm a wife of, girl, I don't know how many years. Sometimes I'll be forgetting. Last year I thought it was one number. Then I was telling my mama it was a different number. My mom was I don't know, girl. I think it's been about 12 years now. I'm a mom of 4 with some on the spectrum of autism. And so our home experience is a little different than how I grew up or anybody that I know, honestly. So I've always loved kids. I think I come from a family who, honey, they gonna nurture anybody kids if you is in their presence. And so I have babysat as a teen, all these things. I was a young fun auntie. So I have some experience with taking care of kids, babysitting kids that were not on the spectrum. And so automatically, even becoming a mom, my expectations would be what I had saw growing up. I know that I serve a God that is much bigger than any label that could ever be placed on these kids of ours. And that is what matters to me. I wanted to be a present mom. When I had baby number 4, I felt like I knew what I was doing. And then I was like, man, I got all these kids, dog. I got all these kids. And only one of them is currently in school. What is I'm going to do, girl? What am I going to do? All these ideas, dreams, little visions while I'm awake. You can call them daydreams. But they would come to me while I'm driving, while I'm looking for a house, all kind of stuff. Driving around. I take one kid to school and have the babies with me so that they calm, feeling the little bumps on the road. All kind of things would just come to me and I'd be like, dang, that's so cool, you know? But when I established my business, it was originally for hair supply. Think of a beauty supply store, but starting as a virtual beauty supply. Because I really wanted that. You see the hairs? This hair was what I had envisioned. That accessories, literally, is what I envisioned when I opened my business. When I started getting all these daydreams, real dreams, I started writing them down, keeping them in notebooks and saying, okay, let me plan it, let me break it down. Okay, and then I'd go over to YouTube University. I am a proud alumni of YouTube University. Yes, I am. Staying at home with my kids, I was like, man, something's got to give. Something has got to give. I have got to educate myself I wasn't able to go back to college until the summer right before I had baby number 3. I need to be able to watch my kids. And, I'm just trying to figure things out. So I would take these notes and I'll try to break them down on the side and be like, okay, how am I going to execute this? And whatever I needed, I went to Google. I went, doing a little research here and there, trying to figure it out, trying to make it come together. And so I see other people with hair businesses and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, let me see about that. Ended up sourcing some drop shipping hair. I was like, man, the price is good. Da, 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 da. And my first customer was my grandma. On my daddy's side, she was my customer. And it got to a point where I'm having all these kids, and each time these kids is coming, I'm putting myself on bed rest because my first trimesters are really horrible. So the times where I put myself on bed rest, all them weeks, I'm on YouTube University and I'm learning something. I done found me a mentor. I done found all these places where you can source things. And you know how things was around the not 2019, 2020, flow of things, how it seemed like everybody was getting into entrepreneurship. And I kept starting to feel like there's women that are literal baddies walking around that have these hair companies. And I said, but that's not me. I'm not your average glamour girl. Don't get it twisted, honey. Okay. But I'm not like that. I'm not so caught up in the whole beautiness of it where I'm and I think that's just because how I grew up, and I know that beauty on the outside may not always translate to the beauty on the inside. So I always just felt like I just would prefer to be beautiful on the inside and let that radiate on the out. So I wasn't sure how to articulate my beauty business, my beauty brand, where it made sense like that. So I would get stuck. I take these notes and I won't execute because I'm stuck, because I don't know how to do it. And I've got all these great ideas, but them ideas is going to cost me. And I can't really afford that right now at this moment because I still got these kids to feed. And I either got a baby on the way or my baby is here and I ain't got the time. Oh, the baby is needing this. I got one kid outgrowing this right here. I got some clothes. I got to get some new shoes because this toddler done grew up out the size that I done bought new clothes that they done grew out of like this, and some clothes that still got tags on it. What am I finna do? Ain't nobody else in the family got these babies going on. Talk about being overwhelmed. Girl, that was, and honestly, kind of, as far as like the kids growing out of things, that still go on to this day because I just had to buy my boys some new shoes because, yeah. So, and then one day, while I'm still balancing newborns, a newborn, some toddlers, a school-age kid, this idea came to me. And I just remember feeling like, who am I to speak on these motherhood topics that grinds my gears, or talk about me and my faith and my faith journey. During this time of taking notes, trying to execute them, the ideas, the conversations that came to mind, I was feeling like it's cool and all because I wish that somebody would have I wish that I had somebody to talk to about this. And if I can just help one person, like even if it's just one girl, the bossiness is for you, okay? You and me, us never apart. Do you feel what I'm talking about? Taking notes, pivoting, and trying new things led me to where I am today. I am a self-published author of 2 children's books. Let's talk about not being afraid to pivot. The things I'm doing right now, I never wanted to do. Even though I had those thoughts and ideas, even 5 years ago, I still was not, I was like, I don't know about that. But there's something powerful about being open and receptive to what is being brought to you. One day, May 2023, it's close to the end of the school year, and I pull up at the school, skirt, to go get my kids. And a month before, I remember I went to Dollar Tree for something, and I bought a binder, a pink binder, still got it, and some loose leaf paper and some cute gel pens because I'm a gel pen girly, and I took myself out to eat. And I think I recorded a video, so you can go and check that out. I'll link it maybe right here. And I wrote like, I'm back by popular demand, because I would hear that a lot. And I was like, girl, I wrote it down. But inside I was like, girl, don't nobody even know you. And it wasn't about that. It was mainly me. I'm back by popular demand. My mind been needing me to get away from the old habits that I had learned and grew accustomed to off of survival mode. I couldn't thrive in survival mode. I was on defense in survival mode, stuck in survival mode. If I'm learning bits and pieces along the way, those are like little breadcrumbs. And I don't think that the breadcrumbs are going to stop until our last day. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest, because pivots will come, and it's just a matter of opportunity and taking opportunity. And regardless of how it may look in your head, it may come out, it may be revealed in a different way. And so when I was writing back by popular demand, and I took myself out to eat, and I'm just taking notes again, and I'm writing things down, and I just was like, man, so do I need to make it official and just stop doing hair tutorials and all this hair stuff and focus on the motherhood, faithhood, bosshood? And I wasn't really sure which one. So a month later, May 2023, in the pickup line, I parked. I had my little notebook. And I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what triggered it. I don't really know what happened. Best way I can describe it is like somebody standing behind me and dumping a whole bucket of water on my head. That bucket of water was children books ideas that was dumped. It was poured into my mind. And I remember when the first idea came, oh my gosh, was that an eagle? I think it was a hawk. When the first book idea came, I was like, oh snap, let me write that down. You know how the water, when it's being poured, it's flowing. The only way you can make it stop is to put the bucket back up. It never stopped. Okay, it did, cause we here now, huh? I wrote about like 15 or so. I didn't even have titles. I just was able to write what I saw. So the first one was a rainbow. It lost its colors. The second one was about a butterfly doing some hair. Another one was about like shapes and stuff. And the other stuff, they're written down in my notebook, in my binder. And when I tell you it was flowing, I had to verbally say, hold on. Like it's moving too fast in my mind. And I'm not writing fast enough. Like it keep coming and it's coming. There's some good stuff that's coming and I'm not writing fast enough. And I need to take a second right quick. I just need you to pause. Don't go nowhere. Just pause. So let me catch up. So I started writing everything that I saw. It with no concept, no nothing, until it was so bad. It finally stopped. It stopped. I think that was like such a day where I felt so much joy come over me after that, because I just told you I wasn't sure where the beauty was going, and the way that I look at beauty is different than appearance to me. I feel like this is cool, but confidence and bettering yourself is prettier. It's more beautifuler, if that's a word. If it's not, add it to the Urban Dictionary. I was barely able to sleep that night. And I was like, oh, I gotta get started. Where do I start? And I remember my mind saying, now people like to say, oh, if you talk to yourself, you crazy. And if you answer back, you even crazier. Well, put my picture beside the definition of crazier, because I was like, where do I start? Girl, start from the beginning. Stop at the first one and work your way down. And I did. And when I was starting on the first one, I remember writing the concept, coming up with the story, and then I was like, I started getting into the process of everything, and I'm educating myself. I'm watching YouTube University, and I'm seeing everything that I need, and I'm needing ISBN numbers and all these things, barcodes and all this. And I was like, okay, it was getting overwhelmed. It was getting overwhelming for me. I was just like, okay, this first book, we are going to notate all the steps that we're going to do all the way into the book is self-published. And that's exactly what I did. It's as if I self-published a book with the intent of, this is like, think of a first draft. It was like kind of like that. I didn't promote it. I didn't, honey, it was a big deal that I had completed it. And it was self-published October 2023. So 2 years later, here we are. Well, then I knew the next story. The next story was about a butterfly that liked to bold people up. Where I'm from, when you get some fresh braids, some fresh cornrows with designs and stuff, people like to say, you bowed it up. That is exactly what this butterfly does, honey. She gonna bold you up, okay, purr. And I remember the steps. Okay, first I need the whole concept. Okay, what is she doing? Da 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 da. What's the story gonna be? I remember I went on the fast. At this point, it was probably like a 48-hour fast. And little did I know that the story was going to come to me. The entire story. And I remember writing real fast because I like to handwrite the stories first. To me, it's better than typing it. I can type it after the handwritten part is done. And then the next day, and this is all after the fast, but the next day, after I wrote the whole story, I woke up, I did my routine, and before the kids was even up, because it happened during the summertime, I think during the month of July or something, before the kids was up, I remember creating a storyboard on lined paper. And that storyboard just looked like a stick figure butterfly, and it was stick figures, and I, divided it up. And I was like, now what? Well, now I got to bring it to life. I knew the process of sourcing illustrators. So I was like, this is going to cost thousands, because that's how much I was being quoted for my first children's book. And I was like, I ain't got no thousands for them. I got it, but I ain't got it for them. I got mouths to feed. I tried using AI. It wasn't consistent enough. And I kept praying about it. And I kept stopping because, Lord, how am I finna do this? Check out my blogs on self-publishing my second children's book series, so you can see how that process went. When the summer of 2025 rolled around, and I decided to walk one foot in front of the other with this book and its illustrations, because why is it taking so long? Alicia, just do it. And I prayed. And if you watch the actual book release birthday party vlog, you'll hear my speech where I say, I kept praying about the illustrator. I kept asking for direction. I kept asking, I kept praying for this illustrator to come. Like, I reached out to folks. I wanted to know what company can help me. I reached out to publishing companies, and they was quoting me $2,000 just to start with them. And then they heard what my story was about, and they was like, we cannot, because we work with biblical authors who write from biblical standpoints, because we represent them as well, we cannot put anything in our catalog that has talking animals and insects. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's fine, because I'm not finna pay for no representation. I'm not at that point in my life yet. I was like, okay, well, this story ain't just, I didn't wreck my brain trying to think about this story. This story came to me. So, and I'm like, in the book of Numbers, chapter 22, there was a donkey. In my first book, I have a rainbow as my main character. Her name is Lily Bow. And Lily Bow's homeboy name is Sunray. You know how they be like a ray of sunshine? He's a ray of sun. I make them talk. I'm not here to be telling kids I don't even know how to translate all that, but I can tell you that I never ever dreamed, thought, ever wanted to achieve being any type of anybody's author, not of a non-picture book, I'd be like, girl, nonfiction or fiction. Nor a children's book. Okay? Not me. What I'm finna write about. What we talking about here? So when these ideas dumped on me, that made it my responsibility to handle them. And so the more that I took the illustrations a page at a time, I was able to be like, I see you, God. I see you. I be seeing what you do for others. I see what you're doing for me. I was able to showcase my passion, my love of hairstyling, and bolding up hair into a children's book. My goal for that book was just to help one black, brown skin, curly, coily, kinky, permed, afro, locked, girly, to encourage her to do her thug naives, to do her thug dizzle, especially if she is hairstyling to, like, as a survival thing, as a survival skill, or just to express herself, or both, because that's where it started for me. I am a child of Section 8 food stamps. And so my parents did not have the money to, I can count on one hand. I don't know how many fingers, one or two that I remember of me ever going to a hair salon for myself. I would go and my sister would get her hair done because she was in this modeling school. So I remember going for her to get her hair done, but it wasn't too often for me. I'm the youngest girl. My mama got 5 kids. I'm number 4. That skill took me from my household to when I was in the military doing my battle buddies' hair. And now it saves me money as a mom because I don't have to go out there and ask anybody or pay for anybody to do hair. I just go buy what I need and get it done. Self-publishing Bailey and the Braided Rescue is a dream come true. I never dreamed of being a hairstylist, but I love butterflies. But the fact that it took me 2 years or just under 2 years to self-publish that book, there was a lot of doubt on me. And all I needed to do was take a step at a time, go page by page, and get it done. That is the definition of aligning passion and business. All those things I never really wanted to do as a child. What do you want to be when you want to grow up? It's nothing of what I'm telling y'all that I done did. I had to learn to pivot with patience, pivot with trust in God, true trust in God. I questioned some stuff for myself, as in, do I really, can I really do this? I had to continue to say, just want to be a vessel. I just want to guide me. Guide your girl. Father, I trust you. Okay? I trust you. I love you. I don't want to disobey. You got to help me on this, please. Be there every step of the way, because I cannot do this without you. Because if you leave it up to me, I ain't going to get it done. And I'm going to continue to have excuses. And I want to show up. I want to be trustworthy of the things that you put on me to put out to the world, to share with the world. Take time to reflect on your passions. and how they align with potential business ventures. And if you don't even know what this look like, YouTube University, you can always Google some things or find some things that you can do at home. So whether it's a craft or a skill that you love, that you have some experience in or with, think about those things. I might be an author now, illustrator now. These are things I never thought about, I never dreamed of being. I thought of this. I thought of hair tutorials and supplying the hair extensions, whether that's braiding hair or weft hair, because I started with weft hair. Hair accessories. Always had hair accessories. The butterfly clips, the bead, braids and beads and things. If you ever seen Crooklyn, I love that movie. Integrating your passions into your business will make the journey authentic and enjoyable for you. That is how the braided rescue journey was for me. Get out your head, get out your way. If I can leave you with a quick little tip, because I know I talked a lot, and hopefully I can get this shortened, because I want you to list your top 5 passions and explore how you can turn them into a business. Your enthusiasm will drive both personal and professional success. My story might look different than yours, but at the end of the day, when the day ends, okay, how can you pour into yourself while you are busy nurturing everybody else in your household? Or even if you have responsibilities outside of your household, like your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, the dog that you done adopted down the street. Listen, Linda. Don't be so caught up in making things so perfect, and it has to align and it gotta make sense. And it took me 5 years to get to where I am right now. And that means this level of talking to you the way that I want to talk to you. This is natural for me because I'm able to share what I've experienced and what I've learned along the way. And so if you made it this far in the video, honeys, I want you to drop a pink heart and a yellow heart. Because yellow, I like to think of yellow as like joyous, bright, vibrant. And that's how I want you to feel about your next level. Whatever it is that you are either have been working towards, or maybe an idea that's been coming to you nonstop. I'm going to tell you something. These conversations have been coming to me nonstop for the past 5 years. And I've been writing some things down. Some things I'll put in my phone on the notes, my computer on the notes, notebooks, heck of notebooks. Okay, do you hear me? It's not going to stop until you do something about it in a positive way. Execute. If you don't know what to do, how to do, I encourage you to pray about it, to fast about it. And as you are doing those things there, and I also need you to read your word. Pray, fast, read your word. In the midst of that, pray for preparation. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, socially. What am I missing? Financially. You need to be right. You may not be at 100% with all them things while you are working this thing here out. But what's important is that you do not lean on your own understanding. Okay? I'm going to need you to pray about it, fast about it, read your word about it, get you some clarity, You don't got to keep saying the same things in repetition. You just got to be bold enough to take action, to take a step and elevate your mindset and say, I can do this because XYZ. You got responsibilities out there. And can't nobody replace you. So you have to be good in the mind. And especially as a mompreneur or somebody who's thinking about it, it's the one thing that you have for yourself, girl. It is. And it's going to be beautiful to see your thoughts, your visions, your dreams come to life. Okay? What I want to do for you is I created this guide in hopes that it empowers you to feel like you have support, but know that I'm going to remind you on some stuff so that when you're feeling stuck, you're able to take some steps to help you out. I want you to grab your free copy of the Empowered Mompreneur. It's a quick survival guide to thriving as a stay-at-home mom boss. So whether you're staying at home or you're working from home, it's going to help you to understand how to manage your personal and your business life as you are creating it under the same roof. You may not have a work space outside of the home, therefore, you're going to learn to nurture all of those things under your roof. So grab your guide. Let me know how you like it. Don't forget to like this video. It's free, honey, okay? Leave a comment. Thank you for watching the Bossy Nest podcast. It's your girl, Alicia Nikki Lee. And if this resonated with you, come join the nest, honey.